Okay, so this is it good evening? Yes?
Yeah.
Good evening, Kenya. This is Kenya News Alert, and I'm your host, House of Zulfa. Welcome. So, not Mutai. There have been a statement of Justin Muturi ambaye ameitoa akielezea how his son was kidnapped.
Yeah.
And we want to get deeper into that. So, introduce your name and then we continue.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's evening. So, good evening, and I hope you have had a nice time since morning. We have been here with you. And I'm Lewis Philip, and welcome back to another session of Government and History. We are still on...
no, this is Kenya Updates.
Oh, Kenya Updates.
Kenya News Alert Updates.
Ah.
Yes. Okay. So, asubuhi nilisoma kitu, yes? Nilisoma kuhusu, there's this guy... ambaye alisema Muturi after speaking because ako kwenye government, yes? And let me go read it. I just want to read it, yeah? So, anaitwa Mutahi Ngunye. Okay?
Mutahi Ngunye.
Yeah, Mutahi Ngunye. Ameandikia Ruto barua, and I want to say I saw this. I read this.
You read that?
I read this morning. So Justin Muturi wants you to fire him. No, this is on X. Yes. This is where Mutai Ngunyi went to speak, you know, and after that, James, of which you're gonna play that video of James Muturi speaking about how his son was kidnapped and criticizing the government for doing that. So the question, the people are asking now, Sasa, is he really safe, you know? Now that he's criticizing the government, na kondani ya government, is he safe? Yes. And is he going to be fired? Is he going to resign? Those are the questions that the people of Kenya are asking, yes? And we are here to know. Okay. So,
he is in the government. And firing him will show that it is true what he is saying, and it will show that the government is guilty of what he is saying, and still keeping him there is still having a thorn that is still pricking in your feet, and you are still keeping it there. So what I can tell the government is that the next decision they will make, it should be quite something that they know how to control it, because right now imefika mali wako, their own. This child is called Leslie, has been kidnapped. The Muturi son, his name is Leslie.
Okay, so we're going to introduce the producer is saying that let us introduce the video of Muturi, okay? So Muturi spoke, and he spoke with a lot of pain. So we're going to ask our dear producer to please pray, to really play that for us, yes? Yes, because apparently a son was abducted some months ago. And ujuangi until it happens to you. People will be telling you about giving birth, about being a father, until you go through it. It's when you really know. You don't really know it until you're really going through. So I think
when
now
after Mutai,
yes, after Mutai, not after Mutai, after Muturi went through it now, he's condemning it. But now, Lisa, the questions that the Kenyan people are asking, is he safe that now he's criticizing the government inside the government? Are they going to just lie down and just take it, you know? As he's going to get fired. And I've read the statements of that other man. As we wait for the video, so let me read this. I said, dear Ruto, Justin Muturi wants you to fire him. This will make him a hero in Mount Kenya. Legashagwa, he's a coward. He will not resign if you do not
fire him.
Yes. Anasema you are the weak one my take. If you don't fire him, you're the weak one. So my take is fire the bastard. Language ongelewa hapa na watu ambao wanafanya wamesoma.
Yeah.
So then he can fight Gachagua for Mount Kenya supremacy. That works for you. So basically, he's telling the president to fire this guy, because when he fires him, then Gachagua is gonna have someone else who's an hero. So now the votes are gonna be divided again. Yeah. So that is a win-win for who? For Mr. Ruto. Yes.
So if what happens if he follows this?
Follows what?
What happens if President Ruto follows this advice?
He cannot just fire him.
Yeah.
How will he fire him?
He can't. He should keep him close, and at the same time, he should know how to tame him. You know, the best, somebody once asked me, who is the best? Somebody who knows how to ride a bull or tame a bull?
Dennis James, what is going on here? So what is going on here is that Mr. Mutai, James Muturi, did a press, ambayo we shall play that video for you. And he was criticizing the government about the abductions, because he himself, he says that his son was also abducted. And after he went through a lot of pain. So Sebastian Mwoke, sijui anamwambia ni kama hujasoma kuna watu wamesoma. So
these people.
I'm gonna just laugh, yeah. So the thing is that video ready? Yes,
it will be ready in a few.
Okay. So so he goes like I was. Then play it.
The video is ready.
Okay.
Thank you. There's a gentleman from for the states for being able to be here at this hour. I have a very brief statement to make regarding some pertinent issues that are happening in the country. And in order to contextualize it, permit me to read it as I have put it in black and white. So, ladies and gentlemen, and dear countrymen, I've been quiet for some time now, and many people have been asking me where the country is heading and where we are, and so I would like to state as follows. I joined the Kenya Kwanza Coalition owing to the fact that the principles that they espoused are in tandem with the principles of the party I belong to, namely the Democratic Party of Kenya. Many friends and political colleagues at the time warned me against joining the coalition, but at a personal level, I was persuaded that will be driven by the ideals and the values that the coalition stated as a hustler nation to do the best for the people of Kenya. One of the things we had accused the past regimes of was the existence of disappearances and extrajudicial killings of Kenyans, and we vowed that we would never, at our watch, condone or allow such. We stated this time and time again in the lead up to the last general election. Today, there has been a number of abductions and in some cases unexplained deaths since the Gen Z revolts of June last year, and it is unfortunate as most of the people being abducted and or killed are our youth, leaving the parents, relatives, and friends, other family members in a state of confusion and loss. I have personally suffered as my son was abducted and disappeared, and I was not sure whether he was alive or dead, making us anxious and leaving me and my wife and the rest of the family in turmoil. It must be remembered that at that time, I was the serving Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, and as is well known, a member of the National Security Council as comprised under Article 240 of the Constitution. Despite making several requests, I was unable to trace my son, and I made demands to all the levels of the security apparatus of the country. Now, more than 6 months later, after that ordeal and the release of my son by unknown forces, he has not been charged with any offense, and the government at all levels has not been able to give me any explanation or reasons as to his abduction by hooded armed gangsters. Ladies and gentlemen, I have taken this unusual, The security sector has said that they are not involved in the abductions, but interestingly, they have failed to stop them, as they are happening in full public glare. The president has equally said that he would want to see the abductions end. Kenyans want to know how many of our youths have been taken in since the abduction started, how many have been released, how many are still being held, and where it is that they are being held. On Friday last week, to which the 3rd of January, at a funeral in Embu, I stated categorically that it was not possible for the government to say that they did not know anything about the abductions, because that amounts to shunning its responsibility on accountability. That is why I took the issue with a statement made by the Inspector General of Police that he did not know where the abductees are. In my view, the government cannot be excused for abdicating its duty of protecting the lives and property of the people of Kenya. I note that after my statement in Embu on Friday last week, a number of the youths that had been abducted and held in Communicado have been released. But from the reports that we see every day, there are still many that are still being held. The cardinal duty of the state and the government is to protect the lives and livelihood of its citizens, and cannot claim to be unaware of such serious breaches of the rights of Kenyans to live free from wrongful confinement and the violation of their inalienable right to life. Therefore, the security forces should arrest and bring to book all those that are involved in the abductions without fail, and all the young people being held in illegal captivity should immediately be freed. I'm fully aware of the doctrine of collective responsibility of cabinets. But since I'm also a victim of the abductions and serving in this government, I've not forgotten any answers as to why my son was abducted, held in Communicado, and nobody gave any reasons for that abduction. I have taken this unusual step so that the matter of abductions and or extrajudicial activities being committed by whomever can now be honestly and robustly debated in the country with a view to finding a lasting solution to this scourge, which, if left unchecked, has the potential to plunge the country into chaos and anarchy. We cannot live in fear in a democratic country. Let Kenyans be. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, actually. As my statement clearly shows, I am concerned about the issues surrounding the abductions of Kenyans from all walks of life. I think it's happening, nobody can deny. It happens in broad daylight, in full glare of even the media. So for me, it has nothing to do with, it's not political. This statement is not political. It is just to say, please, let us now discuss this issue. We must find a solution. It cannot be that people are not being responded to in an atmosphere where they are discussing the problems. We must find what the problem is and try to come up with solutions. Democratically, openly, without any fears of intimidation. Well, we say this statement is sufficient. As to what happens thereafter, I think we close the Rubicon when we get there. Well, as I've said in a statement, the President himself has expressed the desire to see an end to the abductions.
I believe he is fully cognizant of the potential
that these shenanigans have to plunge the country into what I'm saying, total anarchy. So I don't have to have raised it because he has already addressed the issue and says he desires to see an end. So that's why I'm saying, in addition, can we now begin a candid conversation to see where the problem is and what solutions, even. And this cannot be from one person. We want an open discussion where people are at liberty and free to express themselves as they wish. Yeah. Yeah? I'm not aware. I'm not aware of any forces that have been formed to abduct Kenyans, because that would be an illegality, and government cannot. Government cannot be the one abducting its people. It is for that reason that I think we need to discuss it openly. Yeah. To answer the last one, as I've indicated, I reached out to all levels of the security apparatus in the country. All of them. Everybody who was in the security sector knows that on that particular night, I reached out to all of them. And they all had no answers. Notwithstanding the clear clips that, thanks to Citizen Royal Media Services, I was able to get, showing the vehicle that was involved in the abduction. Secondly, the other point you raised, you see, when you attend a funeral, you attend on your own volition. Lene Kivuti, the former senator of Embu, is my neighbor at home. We've grown up together. When he's bereaved, just like I was some time back, we always come together. As to who else attends such gatherings, it's really neither here nor there. I cannot talk about other people because I just found everybody, all the other people at the funeral. I attended in my private capacity because Lenny is my neighbor at home. We've grown up together, and it's not it is not possible where I'm alive and able to attend to fail to go and condole with him and his family, especially at a point such as that one, losing his son.
What did your son tell you about his abduction? Probably regarding the identity of his abduction.
That perhaps may not be the subject of this particular debate, but I believe if what I'm calling for is allowed, he will be one of the first people to go and explain the kind of questions that he was being asked by his abductors. But I don't want to preempt what he may have to say, because it's better. He's alive, he's available, and I'm sure if what I'm calling for is agreed to, he will be available to explain himself. And Kenyans will know for themselves what it is that is happening. The president himself has expressed about his desire to see an end to abductions and any extrajudicial activities. I think that was loud and clear, and I'm sure every Kenyan welcomed that statement. If the president has spoken about it himself, his desire to see an end to abductions, is there anything else that is left to go and discuss at any other forum? 2, I have indicated in this statement that I am taking this unusual step because I feel it is, I am also a victim. I've already stated so. And I've said very clearly, when that happened to my son, I was not just a member of the cabinet, but a member of the National Security Council. Yeah? That is a security issue. It had never been discussed. Nobody, as I've said, in the security apparatus hierarchies, yeah, nobody to date has ever come forward to tell me your son was taken in by whoever. But of course, I imagine, because it has been said it is not government, then we need to deal with those ones who are doing those things. So it's not possible for me to keep quiet merely because I sit in cabinet. And I've explained that I am fully conscious of the doctrine of collective responsibility of cabinet. But when you are a victim at a personal level, you also have a life, you have rights under the same constitution that brings in the doctrine of collective responsibility to speak out. I have not spoken until I felt that things are getting out of hand. And that's why I spoke about it on Friday last week, as I've stated in a statement. Yeah? It should start at the national level. Yeah? Cabinet needs to come up with a mechanism. It needs to come up with a mechanism. All the security sector should come up with a mechanism.
You can answer the last question. Yeah. Don't answer another one.
So I believe if we did that, a forum where Kenyans can be able to come and express themselves. We avoid this situation of chest thumping. Let those, because many of those who have been abducted have stories to tell. Let us give them an opportunity to explain so that Kenyans will know what it is that is bedeviling the country. Which sources? I am not aware of those sources. So perhaps when you are clear about the source, perhaps then we can have a discussion on that one. Thank a section of government. I have not attacked any section of government. I am saying government as a whole needs to address this issue. That's not an attack. I am merely proposing, government, please come up with a mechanism of discussing this matter with a view to finding a lasting solution so that we can then be taken for the commitments that we gave to the people of Kenya that at our watch, nothing like extrajudicial killings, extrajudicial activities will happen. Yes, that's all that I'm calling for. We live by what we preached. Yes. Thank you very much. From the lady, yes? There? Yep. I don't know who is making these allegations, but the youth are part of the Kenyan society. Yeah? The youth are part of the Kenyan society. So we cannot just segregate them. You know? They are part of Kenya. If they have issues they want to raise with the government, let them raise them. And let us allow them to raise them. That is all what democracy is all about. We are a democratic country. We went around the country and told people we will allow everybody to express themselves freely. And it is our cardinal duty as government to ensure that everybody lives freely and is able to say what they think, including saying that they don't like me. That's an opinion. People are at liberty to express themselves. Yeah? Thank you very much.
Sky High message.
Muturi. Na swali ni kama huyu ni mtoto wa CS ana get abducted.
Yeah.
Tuna expect aje Billy Mwangi akuwe fiti. Tuna expect aje wewe ukuwe poa.
Well, mimi saizi mali niko, I'm scared to my, I don't know what. My heart is beating to do not even don't as it is used to. It is do because anytime I could just be phew, I vanish.
If that is a CS's child, a whole CS with the security and all that money and all that influence, yes?
And children get monthly allowance from the government.
For money, people are billionaires out here.
And then mtoto wake ana abductiwa tu like shwi.
Na mwitisha na kosa.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to read some comments here. I don't know why this thing is not working. Okay, so I'm going to have to read some comments there. I understand your gadgets are viruses.
Yeah, mine
umesumbua neka kuhack wewe.
Wacha tu.
And I told you wacha hii kazi, wacha hii shughuli unafanyia watu.
Mapenzi.
Kuna anaitwaje Lewis amesema Kim we have a pending issue kiingia, sawa? Then kuna Hamisi Hasman ndo mwanzo wa ngoma. Utaona vile watamfuatana. Ruto atabaki Mansolo, alafu Sudi atatuonyesha nini watafix. Juu hakuna ya kufix sasa Sasa ni kama kupika ugali kubwa na uko na unga kidogo. Sawa? Unapika nini? Uji, yeah. Maji yanazidi nini?
Unga.
Yeah. Then some nasemaje tena? Alafu leo unasema Hamisi Hasman maji atazidi unga. Soon wait see these guys will destroy each other. But they are destroying each other, right?
Yeah.
They're saying that Ichungwa is destroying already the president out here. Sawa?
Yeah.
And then there's Kim anakuambia I'm there. Ako here. Sawa? I'm here.
Mwambie simu imeleta mafro frame. Kim, my gadget has given me some miscalculations. I will complete that tomorrow. Ama you send your number to our producer. I'll get back to you.
You wanna see if he's okay?
Yeah.
So then there's Lovely against I can't comment anything. Amesikiza anasema me I can't comment. I think kwa ile swali moja. If this is a whole CS standing in front of us and telling us how his son was abducted, so who are we, you know? And then there's Doris Florence Okila. Oh my God, what is going on in this country? Kenyans, let us put our knees down and cry to Almighty Father in heaven. He will hear us. Remember the journey from Egypt. Mungu alisikia kilio cha Waisraeli. It is true. It is true, Miss Doris. And then there's anaitwaje ile Lydia Ongele anasema CS Muturi is true Kenyan, C Marua, and we should be secured, not that each in every time tunauliwa. There's Kevin anasema kuna nini kwani sielewi. Okay Kevin, mtoto wa CS Muturi was abducted too. So right now Muturi is condemning the government, and ako ndani ya government. So right now ana condemn government, anasema you shouldn't, this thing is bad. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna have to remove, and I want to see people directly kwa macho. So although this later affected me, but it is not good.
It is not.
Abduction, let me tell you, I said even rather kidnap. Abduction, you who are you? They don't talk to you.
Yeah.
They don't communicate anything to you. They don't say at all.
They don't even give
They
demands.
don't even care whether you know where your son is or not. Umemsikiza yule? Yes.
Yeah.
Amesema ya kwamba the son was not communicating, he was tortured, and he passed through a lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy thing.
And do you know
the family
worst
and
thing?
them, and they tried to communicate with them, and they couldn't communicate. Let me tell you, hey, it is not easy.
And do you know?
And we condemn it.
Yeah.
And then kuna Kim anasema Dr. Peter Mbaye has also resigned. Amesema he is a PhD holder and he can't be advised by Sudi.
Krisha.
Then there's this Sudi guy.
This
But yes,
guy.
let me tell you, there's one thing. Peter Kimani aliniambia, like Peter Kimani, that is, yes. Yani I saw that speech of Sudi. That speech, I will never forget. I think I will tell my grandchildren kwa deathbed. There was once a guy called Sudi. That Libonga, and all my respect to him, was like,
Nenda tu. Phew.
where do you get that courage
Audacity.
to threaten Kenyans?
Courage, inaitwa audacity.
Where do you get it? Hizo kahunes ziko wapi? What?
Ziko kweli.
Na mimi nasema intelligence ni kusoma.
Hapana.
No.
Intelligence is not learning.
Intelligence is kusoma. There are people who've gone to school and they're stupid.
So,
they speak and you're like, what is this person saying?
Even somebody once told me, even fools grow old.
Yes. But I see that man speak. I see him say that he could have been given that CS position for only 3 days, and those people, they couldn't be speaking right now. And even Nganga, a person who amesema agenda shule, has condemned that. Now, if you hear Nganga speak and this person ambaye anasema amepata anachukua doctorate
ya kwenda wapi?
and a lead apparently eti anaongoza ndio na make rules kwa parliament. Sudi.
You people, are you lost or what? This country is losing. It's losing its morality.
Let me tell you,
it's losing its touch.
Let me tell you, like in 10 years, if we do not change the way we are doing these things, if we do not change, the Kenya is going to become like what? Like what country now? Country ambayo like where? Burkina Faso is getting good now because the and I'm not saying that because the Nini took over.
Yeah.
The Jeshi.
Yeah.
They took over. And I remember a certain finance minister pale akilia kama mtoto mdogo akiambiwa leta pesa yote. Baba leta pesa yote umechukua. We want it now. And you know when they take over, yes? Yeah. And Ghana too. And Ghana you may get handed over juzi. Tumeona. When the president amepewa hiyo nini. Sawa. Let me tell you, we're going to become like a country. Which country that we don't respect so much? Which country?
A country that is not
Kuna country Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau. Inajulikana kweli. It is quiet.
You've heard Guinea-Bissau?
Yeah, I heard it.
Cocoa is there.
Yeah.
Those people have Congo. In fact, yes, Congo now. You become like Congo, a country where people are being killed, a country where people can speak, a country where the young people are being abducted, a country where leaders are fighting each other, a country where to negation. You know, I usually say I sleep. Maybe my white noise. It is BBC. I love BBC. I listen to BBC as I sleep. Sawa, and I listen to those documentaries. BBC has like
BBC, the TV station.
The radio. I love the radio.
You love the radio.
Radio has a lot of documentaries. Yeah. So the thing is, you listen to them, and now if you continue on this trick, we're gonna become like Congo.
See, one thing I would love is that one day, not just one day, for one term, that is 5 years, this country ichukuliwe tu na wanajeshi.
Oh, that one we will not have like any democracy at all.
The
moment they take over,
what will be the use of talking, and they just do what they see fit? And what they do is according to the book. They follow the book to the letter.
No, hawa wanajeshi hakuna wenye ambao watalipwa.
Hakuna. They be paid wakijulikana, see, they are court-martialed. So yeah, they follow the book to the letter.
You know when they tried that, I remember Mambo Botella. Mambo Botella was the only like journalist. I think the one of those journalists, and he says
great hero, legend.
But is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. But before I reach 20, right now I'm 21. Before I reach 22, that is somewhere before October, I must go and see him.
Why do you want to see him?
Yeah, I just want to shake a legend's hand.
So he says, he said that alishikwa, they came and they had like a gun kwa kichwa. When I'll ask my producer if we can get that. Well, it was in 1982 when Raila tried to take over with the Air Forces, yes?
Yeah.
But I don't think alikuwa jaribu kuchukua hicho kiti na Air Forces. He could have gone with the land ones, army. I think army is better than Air Force, of which Air Force Ningori. Air Force Ningori, I had a friend, alipoteanga, and let me tell you, Air Force locate man, alikuwa like within 5 minutes. The father just called like, amepotea, and he was taken there. Ish. So now, yeah, in 5 minutes, we knew where he was, exactly where he was, and someone was sent to pick him up from the Air Force, so they're good. But now, when you say that the government should, these people, coup, for the coup to happen in Kenya. How long do you think until vitu zirudi salama? Of which I think Ghana happened last year. And now they have handed it over. Who do you think they would hand it over to?
See, they usually check the most less corrupt.
And who is less corrupt in Kenya?
Less corrupt.
Okay.
Though I do not support him, sijaisikia akiwa na any cases za corruption or what. God, I don't believe I'm saying this, but our dear Mr. Watermelon, he's the only one who is less
Watermelon, Kalonzo?
Yeah. Ushimsikia na any corruption scandals? Misijai.
I'm going to ask you again. Mr. Kalonzo is not corrupt.
Okay, kama ashikuwa, maybe I was too young, sijaisikia. Tebu niambie.
Awe kwenda. Mambo ya too young ndio umeanza shule the same year na wewe.
No.
So the thing is, 2021.
No, 23. 24 even.
So now the thing is, Kalonzo kama saizi. Now he wanted to become a president, yes? And right now I'm hearing that he's making deals to become a deputy because he will be given some seats there. Isn't that corruption? Or what do you call corruption? He's willing to trade. Is it integrity for something? What is that?
What he lacks is something called a vision. He does not think he can win.
No, his vision is money.
He does not think he can win.
That is being corrupt.
That is why
he doesn't think he can win.
Yeah. That is why ana support mwingine. Hana ile confidence. Hadhani atashinda.
Confidence amekuwa tangu my grandfather was alive. What are you trying to say? That I think he just lacks morals.
Morals?
Yeah. He's not a...
He is a good leader? When he was MP...
People don't even like him at all.
Okay, because when he was MP, he did some shitty things. When he was deputy president, he did vice president.
Nothing in his hometown.
He did nothing and some shitty things in the country.
So you know that. So you're telling us Watermelon.
Okay,
so you see,
hapo sijui nani anaweza pewa. Unless wanafanyanga elections.
Nani?
Military coup.
I have not really actually researched on that.
Me, I want this country to get in.
You don't want that. It will be like an emergency state.
Isikue tu, because that is the... Unajua hii country kuna pesa mingi imepoteza wewe. And only a coup can save this country. I think God gave us a solution. What causes a coup? So that I can pray and fast. I will pray and fast for a coup. I will pray
for too much
for 3 months.
First of all ukusikia Baruti kifanya usha faint. So you tell me ile point say ni guns huku na magari za nini zinapita huku.
Sio siku mimi naingia kwa nyumba.
You just talk, but it is not good. Go look at Ghana. Go look at countries that have been led by military. They are not good.
They are quiet. They are disciplined.
Also, you want Kenyans to put that raising TikTok.
They are disciplined. That is my point. Disciplined.
I love the way you're talking right now.
Yeah, because
when I got a police pale unakimbia. I love the way you're confident. And the other
what causes whatever causes a military kuniambieni so that I can start praying.
So I've been told by my producer. Yeah. Yes, in fact Kima anakuambia aje tunateseka for more than 30 years. They even rape women. It's not, you're just talking. Nasikia nikuja hapo nikupige coffee because you don't know how a coup works. They will take your women. They will torture your men. It will not, the moment those guys take over. Unabonga tu hapa bebe.
See, I thought they are just taking over. Take
over what?
They tell those people.
Go to Congo and see.
Kai. So they are worse than Ruto.
Let me tell you, unafanya nisikie kulia saa hii. It's very serious because when you listen to BBC, when you listen to the things that are happening to people out here, because the coup imechukuliwa, because it's not.
I am not praying for that.
Anasema ya kwamba Kenya has been a superpower for East Africa for years, but tumeshaanza kuwa overtaken in different aspects of our neighborhoods ever since Ruto joined. Let me tell you, Kenya was the thing. Kenya was the it.
Yeah, it was the capital city of Africa.
Yes, and right now we're becoming like Congo. Congo is not. Congo is just when in fact, do you ever watch Family Guy? I love watching Family Guy. Family Guy, when they reflect Africa, they go to Congo all the time, and they're like militia, and they just showing the militia. They don't know anything. It's just that. No, you want Kenya ambayo is that country to become that. And so before coup is done, the soldiers usually have it planned who they want to take over the power. They know who. Sawa.
Yeah.
And Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso president, is an army general, and within less than 2 years, the country is now the only one in Africa that is debt free.
Ati?
So nasema Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso. President is an army general. Okay.
Yeah.
And within less than 2 years, the country is now is the only one in Africa that is debt free. That is good. That is a good. Kima, look at the history of coups. Look at it. Don't just say. Look at it.
Okay.
Let me tell you, when I'm sad, I look at these documentaries just to cry it out, and I've watched them. And you will just feel like, no, we don't want this to happen.
Okay.
Like if we can correct before our wajeshi wajamu kwa, like, you know what, let us take over this country. Please let us do that. Then sasa turudi place and say baki sasa ni army ichukue hii kitu. Let me tell you.
Lakini
let me tell you something. Mnadhani eti watu wanapotea. You know, these people, they have like I don't know if they are brainwashed or they are done what when they go there or what they see. It will be. My dear brother.
Oh God.
You know I love you so much.
You know you are starting to scare me.
You know, because you're just talking. We did Raila's Nini story, yes?
Yeah.
And he tried to take over, but he didn't try to take over it the good way. Achana hiyo Kenya hata ikuwa ni kitu. See countries, see Congo, see those. In fact, the assignment I'm going to give you is just go and search countries zenye coup ilichukua. Countries zenye coup ilichukua, you won't like it at all, my dear. You won't want it to happen to your own country, man. It's not good.
Okay,
you don't want to see your mother get raped. Do you want to see that?
No way.
You want to touch you hapo. Ndo usiseme hivyo. It's not good. You don't want to see your sister get raped. Do you want to be raped too?
No.
Yeah.
They go get me nothing.
We're laughing, but it's not a joke. Yes? And that's why let's be like unaambiwa na Kim. That's why you should get married to a lawyer. But sasa lawyer yake ushamgongea sasa.
Sasa Kim unanigongea.
Mari. Unless utumie namba ya mtu mwingine.
Tebu fanya hivi, send me that picture of that mwenye uligonga nijue kani yeye. You can I'll get your number from the president. Lady? I want to know. Anyway,
you don't trust. So the thing is, yes, coups are not good. Let us try like as Kenyan people, let us try to look for better ways.
For Cynthia.
Okay, Kenya sisi Oh, hey, using kwanongea na someone from a country, you know that biashara we do of selling datas, yes.
Yeah.
So now she's like, I'm gonna send them. But now it's like, sasa wewe, no, Kenya nini? Unaniambia Kenya nini? Kenya wapeta tuji. She was like, we're not coming to Kenya now. It's like, in fact, I've dealt to Uganda.
Okay.
Now, see, we're getting compared to Uganda, to banana apple.
Banana people.
How?
Wannabe monarchy. Uganda is a wannabe monarchy.
Yes. So we don't want that. We don't want that, man. Na tunaendelea vibaya, guy, tunaendelea vibaya, like tunaendelea Well, if Dedan Kimanthi would wake up and see what is going on right now, he would just be like, just bury me. This is not what I fought for. This is not what I fought for, guys.
God.
Wakina Tomboya. Hari Thuku.
Yeah. They did not fight so that
Muturi
and others
go back to this.
And others will start crying.
They did
again.
not die. And those all women did not die for us to rudi back to that. To become Kenya back. Sasa naenda kuwa sasa capital of Africa tena. Sasa who? Tanzania. Uganda, Jesus.
No.
Oh God.
Now
now we are fighting. Now we have
the throne will go back to South Africa again. See, we snatched it from South Africa
now
during the time of Uhuru.
Now, sister turudi hapo jamani.
Oh God. To Mr. Muturi, now you know how these parents feel. You were once the Chief Justice of this country. So, Muturi, use every law. There is, there was, there will be, there shall ever be, there is hidden, there isn't, even the one that there isn't. For bring it up. Deal with these people. Because huyo ni kijana wako. Next time inaweza kuwa mtoto wako. Nini msichana wako. Ama mtoto wake. Ama wa sister wako ama wa brother wako. Now you have felt how Mama Kibet alifeel. Now you have felt how Mama How
and I read
feel.
names asubuhi.
Yeah.
And this is actually you have a message here from Kim.
Yeah.
He says that military coups often lead to widespread violence, instability, and human rights violation. So, including the abuse of women throughout history. When military forces take over governments, they frequently use force to suppress opposition, and women often become targets of sexual violence. During this, you should be beaten.
Okay. I take back my words.
I'm gonna read some of the ambaye amekuresearch amekutumia. So usiongee tu. Sawa?
Okay, sawa.
So anasema, my dear. Sawa? So here are some key historical examples of how military coups have been linked to sexual violence against women. And I insist because there's nothing so you don't want to see that. You have ever seen that?
No.
You don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
Okay?
Because
you don't want to see that. There are things you just want to hear of, you don't want to see them. So let us go to Bangladesh. That is 1971. So during the Bangladesh Liberation War, which involved a military coup by the Pakistani military, thousands of women were raped. And I don't want to read this because I'm already feeling like crying now. Okay. Were raped as a weapon of war. That's the first thing they do. Okay.
Why kwani ashakushi matusi?
You've seen this pattern.
Yeah.
What do? We rape your women, kill your men. Do you understand? Kwani story ya kugongewa inafanyaga je mtu ana feel vibaya? Don't imagine that this is your wife getting raped. And your daughter, like your 7-year-old daughter, getting raped by like a 53-year-old general, raping your child and raping your wife. I want that to get like really deep in you because when you come and attack fast.
I'm not. You know, if I start fasting, I'll start fasting for those people to die.
I'm like, you say you loved history in high school. Then what is it you do if you don't know this? If you don't know about coups?
I did not do about knowing about coups. I just wanted to do some
history. Is history.
God.
unanifanya nasikia kuchapa tena sana. Sawa, any skia, the rapes were systematic and used to terrorize the civilian population, particularly targeting Bengali women. So if now they hit the Kambas, it is the Kambas. If you're a Kamba, if you're Gikuyu,
but mostly
the Kale women
watakujia wakale na wakikuyu.
You see, but do you want that though? I don't care which woman or she's.
Yeah, a woman is a woman.
Raped.
Yeah, I do not want that. I take back
Rwanda,
my words.
now, in fact, Rwanda. You know about the genocide in Rwanda?
Yeah. Is it?
Have you ever seen have you ever? You know, I saw one video, and I know I'm gonna get emotional because I hate that. But I saw one video of this woman that was carrying a child. Okay. She's carrying a child. She's trying to flee. Sijui akoga ni Mtutsi, akoga ni Hutu. Tutsi ndo warefu.
Yeah.
Tutsi. She was a Tutsi, and there were Hutus standing there. And let me tell you, they were cutting her legs, like they were slashing her legs. She's carrying a child and she's pregnant. So you don't want that. You don't want that.
I take back my words and I apologize to the country, to everyone, to Zulfa.
So in the
I am not going.
In the Rwandan genocide, I hate this kind of stuff. Like kabisa jamani, because when we are gonna go watch the genocide of Rwanda.
It is called Hotel Rwanda.
I want you to feel it.
It is called Hotel Rwanda. I've watched it.
Achana na hiyo. I want you to watch. Achana hiyo Hotel Rwanda. I want you to watch documentaries, the BBC or any other, just documentaries of real things. Achana all that, real things. Okay, real woman being cut down. A child being where?
Okay, so
okay, I'm gonna get in that thick head of this, yes?
God.
So Rwanda in 1994. In Rwandan, a genocide which was triggered by political instability and a military coup, sexual violence were rampant, and women were raped as a part of genocide, and it became one of the most brutal aspects of the conflict, which estimated 250,000 to 500,000 women raped. Okay, so you see?
Yeah.
So unataka uteme mate mbali sana. Tuombe another way. We have to pray for Kenya to be safe, but in a different way, not in a coup. We don't want that. It sounds so sexy because Burkina Faso ilikuwa aja, but do we really know what went on there? Yeah, we just know that they're debt free, but do we really want to know?
No.
Yes. And then there's the DRC, sawa. Ongoing conflict since 1990s. The DRC has experienced numerous coups and ongoing conflicts with sexual violence against women being a passive issue. Armed groups and military forces use rape as a tool of terror. Let me tell you, it is terrifying. And you might think it is terrifying to the person who's getting raped, but it'll be terrifying to you when you have a daughter, when you know you have a sister or a cousin or a friend or a girlfriend or a mother or a grandmother, and they don't care who they're raping. They're raping even the oldest of the woman. Like, they don't care. I don't know what they drink or where their souls go, but they don't care. You don't want to see that. I'm going to insist. You understand, kabisa. I'm going to insist this. Okay? I don't want to see that in Kenya, man. Kenya has been the most beautiful country. Kenya has been the most wonderful place to be. And right now is the most terrifying place to be because you don't know if you kitembe hivi kidogo, I will see you tomorrow. You don't know that. And it is the scariest thing, it is happening even to the most terrifying thing is it is happening even to a whole cabinet secretary. Na anajaribu kunegotiate and ambiwa bro tulia. The most terrifying thing is these leaders are coming in front of us and threatening us like, you know what, ni kama Joho anakuja anasema mimi nitakukujia chave unaogopa. They are threatening us and they don't care. So Kongo ndo wako hivyo. Rwanda ndo walikuwaga hivyo. Mbona si imeanza kufika kwetu at this moment now? You see? It is a really sad and very hurting situation. It's not, we might laugh, you know, we might joke about it huku kwenye mtandao, we might create content with it, but there are people who are experiencing it. There are people like Ibet who are raped, and their lives will never be the same, and their family's life will not be the same. So as we pray,
that is very, very scary.
So I'm gonna
I'm already having goosebumps because I'm getting
I'm
scared.
gonna have to leave that because kidogo naanze kulia hapa studio na kwanza go preach, so we're gonna go to Mr. Cairo, okay? Ongea. So Cairo apparently gonna scandals, yes? You know about that?
No.
Cairo, that guy from that cute guy mwenye akona dem fulani hapo hivyo ndo zinu avinya ama ni mwikali. Cairo ilitrend sana. Sijui alisema gara dem wake gongo is okay, I'll forgive something. There was all
si nitafute huyo mimi ni mugonge.
Me, I don't care about kugongewa. Who should you care? It happens. It is constant.
I mean, me na you can yoga you.
The thing is, yes, Cairo, I don't stray to it. So Cairo, akona scandals.
Yeah.
And I just like, we're gonna play that video.
Okay.
The producer says we should play a certain video.
Okay.
Of Cairo. Kuna mtu alikuwa anampea.
Anampea?
Wow. Yes.
Si nimejamalizia samahani.
So there's akona scandals flani kuhusu sijui kuna corruption and stuff. Sawa. And people I saw this video of this person like telling him like achana sijui saizi akubali aliko. Apparently apelekwa mpaka kotini. Sawa. So it's like a whole sensitive thing. Sawa. Anafanya biashara ya magari. I never really follow this guy until naanza kusikia scandal zake.
Biashara ya magari pia mimi nitafutiwe mtu anafanya biashara ya magari.
Wewe sikio nakwambia kutafutia lawyer na shagonga wako. So tell me about that. Now do you think that this Cairo guy as I wait for something here. What do you think? Unajua Cairo? You know. Everyone knows that guy.
Mimi mshani yangu ni.
But either what do you think about now Vincent kwa alikuwa ni kijana fulani myang akona doa kwa fine sawa kwa huku tu ana post venye kwa private jet and these fast cars, you know. So right now and I'm not happy for he's saying I'm happy, I'm just saying his life, yes. And now so I'm part of your scandal. Do you think that life will be the same again for him?
No. But Lady Whistledown said it is better to live a scandalous life than a boring, lonely life. So to him, at least now his life has got some meaning. Though his life will never be the same, when scandal lands on you, everyone sees you differently. Kuna mwenye atakuona kama somebody who is trending, mwingine atakuona kama some bad monster created out of hell's blue fire. So my point is, once scandal has landed on you, so kwanza ukiwa na hii but you are rich, itaisha haraka.
Washaanza kuingilia sasa. Kim anasema kwamba ni marafiki zake. That is Cairo and Wavinya are my friends. May he rise again. We stand with him as close. Yes? Kim is saying Cairo and Wavinya. Okay? So Wavinya, you know, is from your place.
Yeah.
Are my friends. And may he rise again. We stand with him as close friend of mine, as a close friend of his, of Kim's. So are you sure that he's going to rise again? Like people are telling him, achana as biashara ya magari, atafute biashara nyingine. And maybe now he may rise. But the moment that he's going to continue with that, na sasa askari washaanza kumwingililia, that biashara is done for.
Like the wind, I still rise again. But I'm sure he will.
Like the phoenix. It will rise from its ashes.
Yeah. He will rise again. I do not know him. I do not support him. I literally don't even.
Cairo trended. Cairo wasema like wataka boyfriend kama Cairo.
Imagine me.
He trended. Let me tell you, I didn't know even who Cairo was until I saw those. He had this girlfriend. See who you Wavinya. I think he had another girlfriend. Ni Wavinya, I don't know. So it's not like I followed.
Kim, Tebu, is this the same girlfriend that your friend alikuwa anataka kugongewa? Tebu niambie na unilete.
Like sijui aligongewa ama something. And he's like asema something is cooking. Utombe ya ndani baba. Yes, he had Sarah Imani, such a beautiful guy.
I know Sarah, I think.
Yes. So there's a video the producer is asking. There's a video of Cairo. You could ask the other producer about that other video. I don't have the, but you just, for Cairo, he's been given advice, and there's a lot in court. Yes. Peter Kimani, Aki Peter, my
Peter,
guy.
where have you been?
Peter, where have you been?
The first Nini, we looked for you.
Peter, jamani baba. He's on. Okay. Look at that, so handsome face for this one. I wanna remove my glasses and get to really see this. Oh God.
Cheating contrary to section 315 of the Penal Code, Joseph Cairo Amboy, alias Tarif Cairo, on the 29th day of July 2024, and the 16th November 2024, at unknown place within the Republic of Kenya, by means of fraudulent tricks, he used Donna Ayala Okoth to transfer a sum of Kenya shillings 2,984,998 into Kai and Cairo Limited KCB account number 1316312399, a car business, by falsely pretending that you will purchase a motor vehicle, Subaru Outback, affecting you to be false. Is it true or not true?
Not true.
Play of not being empty and the defense to be supplied for the
business are very young businessman trying to do business of importing cars for plants. Due to the cash flow problems, he has been dragged into a criminal court. We urge the court to be lenient to him. We shall be seeking that if the court is available, can enter into a cash bail of some 100,000 shillings.
You are charged with cheating contrary to section 315 of the Penal Code. Particulars of the offense: Joseph Cairo Amboy, on diverse dates between 10th July 2024 and 29th July 2024, at Westlands, Nairobi, within Nairobi County, by means of fraudulent tricks, induced Jeff Chule Munane to pay you through your company Kai and Carol Limited 2,145,150 Kenya shillings towards importation of motor vehicle like Honda diesel hybrid from Japan, which you never delivered. Is it true?
Not true.
Kimani was there. Kim. Ama is which Kimani?
Kimani was there.
Kimani is
Kim.
here. Ama is
Yes,
which Kimani?
Kimani was there.
Kimani is
Kim.
here. Ama is
Yes,
which
I think
Kimani was
it's
there.
our own Kim Kim.
Is it?
Yes,
I think
Kimani was
it's
there.
our own Kim Kim.
Because someone
Is
has
it-
said,
I think
Kimani,
it's our-
your top fan Kimani is there with a black suit representing a con. Wasikia? I want to bring this mic hapa karibu. Kim you're here. Yes. Amesema ya kwamba amesema Kim amesema hapa, and I'm going to read this message again. Amesema, why are my friends trending for all the wrong reason? Then kuna mtu akasema, look at that video well. Sawa?
Yeah.
Your top fan Kimani is there with a black suit representing a con Khalif Cairo. Like, why should he con clients of over 60 million? Why should he con 60 millions na alipeleka girlfriend India na private jets?
Hey?
So Kim, someone says that you're the lawyer representing a con. Is your friend like a con? So, you know, you're
Kim
here to
Kim,
defend-
when did I represent you? Okay.
But
Okay.
let me tell you what is wrong with a lawyer representing a client. The client is always
No,
innocent.
I'm not saying
the client is always innocent until.
proven guilty by the court of
And
law.
what is wrong with Kimani Nini doing that?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything.
Is it,
is wrong.
Kimani, are you like a criminal lawyer? What kind of law have you done? So, Peter Kimani, Peter achana Kim. Peter Kimani anasema ya kwamba, hi guys, I have missed you. Sawa? We've missed you. Let me tell you, we've missed you. Wakati wasema nasi, I was like, where's my guy?
Yeah,
Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Sawa? So thank you so much. And then Kim says, if you've never been behind bars, never celebrate the downfall of a man, akipunguza kiburi na ego na shwaris at a rise.
Yeah, so kiburi, ego na shoris.
But he's lawyer now.
Shoris, but
Someone is saying
shoris. Hey, those people will diminish you.
Where kwenda?
I'm just saying the truth.
Akipunguza shoris.
Hey, kwanza hao.
Kwani shoris wanaduni? Nyinyi ndio
wanataka waku
I was told.
Waeke level yenye si yao.
I was told by my dad, when you go to China and me and you agree to dates, we come in the same tables moja hivi. Nakupea payslip yangu, nakupea yangu. Nakwambia you'll do what you say, what you will do. Like, we agree on things. We just don't start and then it becomes it's all the man's responsibility. Wow. And I think we should emulate that in Kenya. Sindio? Wow. So my producer is also telling me that this about that guy, Cairo. Sawa? So ananiambia ya kwamba he started working as an intern for a company called Cairo Imports. And when he was fired, people thought he was over and he started his own Caliph and Cairo. Sawa? Okay. And then which he rabs. I think he rabs when you're successful. It is true. Yeah. He does. Hey, in your faces. In your faces, let me tell you. Yeah, na Wavins. Wavinya. And I like how Wavinya is representing your tribe, yes? Yeah. Wavinya is there.
Kabisa.
Wavinya yen.
We are those ladies, eh?
Wanguvu. Wavinya means wanguvu. Was strong. So strong is there strongly representing the Kamba community. Sawa, and for the past 3 years, people have been assuming that he's been targeted by dealers, fellow car dealers who see him as a threat. But that could be true, because let me tell you, like nini kama sa ule mtu aigonga, it happened the same way. So what is really Cairo really done or letwe hapa?
Aya hapa nani anasema this guy Cairo was selling his chopper just last month. Kim has no problem with representing anyone in corridors of justice. You will find yourself representing anyone. Yeah, me too. As a lawyer in a class, I will be representing anybody soon.
But I'm praying for you. But sisters, you remember after baby ambaye ni lawyer, I'm going
and to answer Kim, kwani you 21 Germany? Yeah, I'm 21. Me, I'm still children's. Nini sasa Zulfa kuniangalia vibaya.
No, I know you're 19 years old. It's okay.
19. Yeah. I'm 21.
So Peter Kimani is saying, nimesoma hiyo. Ameuza chopper.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an issue. See, lawyers, what they want, lawyers just love money.
Yeah.
They just want the billing hours and the retainer fees and all the money that comes with it. Yes. So I think it's good.
It is very good to represent a client, a worthy client. Very good. So keep it up, Kim. Represent him and yeah.
Okay, so plain Felix pia ameingia hapa. Sawa, wanasema
yeah.
if Kim is representing it's constitutional good luck to Kim. Where Ati Chapa is worth over 200k. 200k?
No.
So we can afford it. 200k.
Agongo.
200k.
200
Nini?
Yeah,
Why? Kidogo hapo mkoa ni umenifresha. It should be like, I know one is
200 million, yeah.
14M. Kuna kamoja ka 14M, but 14M majuu. So huku ni around your pesa, si ndio? Yes. Actually, what Kim, what you're getting from Kenya News Alert is support. They're like, you go represent us there.
Kabisa.
Unaona?
Kim, do it. We are on your back saying you can do this.
Yes.
Are lawyers people to be motivated kweli?
No.
Na hiyo ego ya.
No, they don't need
it. Ego
so,
na iko Mount Kilimanjaro.
So let us do like a wrap up for this. So we started with Bwana James Muturi.
Yeah.
James Muturi tumeona video yake pale. Amelezea how it was really painful.
Yeah.
So he understands how mothers and fathers out here are really feeling parents when their children are getting kidnapped. Yes.
Yeah.
We've seen all that. And it's not good. It's not good at all. Let me tell you, it's not good. And people are in pain out here because of these kind of things. And we hope that it stops. We pray that Kenya will never be taken over by the army or a coup kwenye country yetu. I don't know if you have anything else to add. And we also pray that Cairo rises again. We believe that he has the best lawyers representing him. So
I have this one a comment to read. Kimani, somebody saying, Kimani is a criminal lawyer. He deals with such cases kama fraud na manslaughter.
So
he works for a law firm based in Westland called Denton's.
Who is that? I want to know who is that.
Hamilton Law Firm, Cairo in Mkaro. Ni Mkora tu.
Maandika hivyo.
Somebody with no name. Like manslaughter.
Someone in WhatsApp.
Yeah. Like how now? So Kim ni.
But now, like criminal. Let me ask you a question. I don't even know Kim. Yes.
I don't know.
Me memjulia hapa. I don't know him, and I'm not trying to defend this man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know this man.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Not defending this man.
Not defending one. I'm gonna be as strong as it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So the criminals too deserve justice. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They deserve to be represented.
Yeah, lawfully.
Even in law, even hata kwa constitution nasema they should be represented. Then now why are we ingiliaring Kimani? Because he's representing this person.
Mimi sijamuingia.
And how see wewe nasema huyo ambaye ameandikia message of which kila mtu ana opinion and I'm just asking why. As in why?
Yeah.
Why is that though?
Okay, maybe they're like, there are people who are like have you watched this?
People are saying that guy is a criminal, yes. But what if like right now you're accused of killing someone, of manslaughter right now, and you know that obviously you have a girlfriend, your girlfriend maybe sleeps in the bathroom and she hits her head in the sink and she dies, and now you're like, now Lewis from Kenya News Alert and Kim is Kimani's representing him, yes.
Yeah.
Now and you know you're innocent, she did that, but the Kenyans out here, people just scared to ni bwana alifanya ama ni bibi alifanya, you're done directly, you're a criminal, wewe ende ushikwe. Sindio? Now tell me.
That is bad.
So let us hatujui Cairo.
Yeah.
We are just, I think people are just bitter because he's there with money. I don't know him, and the thing is, yes, let us not judge until tuone Kimani ameshindwa hiyo kesi. You know, tusikie bro amefungiwa shamba ameshikwa. Until then, so say your parting shots according to producers, we should finish.
Okay, so I am Lewis, and what I would like to say is that we are all entitled to justice. We are all entitled to be defended. In the next 5 to 6 years, I'm going to be a full-blown lawyer. I will be representing. I want to do something called whatever it is called. Nitakuja kuambia after imeshaivana. So nitakuwa na represent the worst of cases, the biggest of crimes, defending the most terrible ones. But my point is, everyone deserves justice, and there is no one who is above the law, no matter how rich or what. And do not, until proven guilty by court, do not run to judge others. You don't have that knowledge of judging somebody. Mututu haujui. So as somebody who is going to be a lawyer and a judge someday, I can tell you, just stay in your level. That is, stay where you belong. Usianze ati without knowing the whole story, because you are starting to judge. Before you know how something happened, don't want to be in the shoes of Muturi. Muturi was quiet when all this was happening. Saizi ameongea because imefika kwake. Speak before ifike kwako pia wewe.
Okay, so as we wrap up, kuna hizi comments pale, Lewis nothing like ego here, that is Felix anakuambia hivyo. And then Peter Kimani says in a law firm you can represent any case, yes.
Yeah.
And then Princeton, you know, unajua hata kuna mtu do you know serial killers?
Yeah.
Do you know someone like Ted Bundy?
Bundy?
Yes. Which serial killer do you know?
In Kenya?
No.
In the world?
Kenya kuna serial killers wengi in the world.
Ule boogeyman. The chainsaw man from America.
Is that not a movie?
No, it is based on a real person.
Okay. Now the thing is, even that person, even Ted Bundy himself was, but he represented himself, I think. But he was offered a lawyer. So the thing is, as we wrap up, Peter nasema ya kwamba in Ghana our president was called a villager. And my name is House of Zulfa. Nipate kwenye mtandao yote, and this is Kenya News Alert. Ipate pia kwenye mtandao yote. Yesha, let us meet here tomorrow morning.